Welcome back. In the previous part, we arrived in Nord, and things are not going well here. Very much a war zone. So the Nord settlement ended up moving to the lake, which I'm not saying the name of anymore, for reasons. But anyway, let's do the rounds and see how people are getting on. You've been such a big help ever since you came here, Charles. That's Rean there. Charles the other side. Still, I'd like it if you took the time to relax once in a while. Nothing good can come from overworking yourself. It's fine. I'm used to it. I used to help out a lot at Zenda Gate too. Besides, if I don't keep myself busy, I'll just keep worrying about Dad. I understand, dear. Toma is concerned about him too. Perhaps you should talk to him about it later. Oh, he is? I guess I should, huh? Charles and Toma are similar in some ways, and they're both incredibly hard workers and have a tendency to prioritize everything and everyone before themselves. Still, I'm not about to tell them how to live their lives. All I can do is watch over them. Indeed. Things are getting more and more dangerous at Zenda Gate. Doesn't help that Dad's the kind who loves to show off and get himself into trouble. Maybe I'll have a talk with Toma later after all. Stuck on the cushions. The wrong button for the turbo. Well, not the turbo, the run, even. Right, so, let's see what we've got around here. Got dots down there, dots down there. Let's start over here and see what's going on with the sheep.
You brought the sheep all the way here too? Well, we do need to eat, and they're an important food supply.
Alright. I'd have been more like, we can't leave the sheep there, they might get killed. Not, well, it's dinner, isn't it? I know. Can't speak to this one. Oh. There we go. Watari has been really busy lately, so I've been helping him take care of the livestock. And Lily said she'd help too, but she keeps losing interest and wandering off on me. See? She's gone again. There's no harm in wanting to play, but we all need to pitch in and help out with the work too. I'm sure Lily's still somewhere in the settlement, but I haven't got a clue as to where. Lily, where'd you go this time? I mean, did you hear a splash at any point? Maybe she fell into the lake. That would be worrying. Bah. Dude, love that blue there though, like shimmering blue. That is a nice blue. It gives the idea of like crystal clear waters sort of thing, which you would find in the mountainous regions. Hello, horsey. Yes, quite. Battle. I'm going here. Just the shop. How are you doing? Well. If it isn't Caius's friends. How have you been? We're all worried about you. We've been hanging in there somehow. At the moment, we're in the middle of traveling around to reunite with the rest of our classmates. Well, best of luck with that. Do you want to buy something? You're probably worried about Alisa and Millium, but I can assure you that they've been doing very well here. You'll be able to see them soon enough, too, I suspect. I'm glad to hear it. Hope she's right about the soon part. We've been completely out of touch with Zenda Gate ever since the war broke out. Without them, this place will become a trade post solely in name now. On the bright side, I've still got plenty of our own goods and weapons in stock that the Hermit made for us. So hey, don't hesitate, buy up. Let's see. Ooh, well, that's better. I mean, I bought that and it's like, wait, no, because I want the ATS to stay up. Raise it. I should really check it down. Oh, she's not here, is she? That's why. It's like, yeah. Here's the spark rod. We'll have that. Of course, it's a wind vest and wind shoes. Windy. What's that? That's females only. It's actually survival one. Your military gear. I'm thinking. Get everyone sorted here with this. We'll need that. It's like, of course they're wind stuff. I just realised I got like all the guys in the party. It's just that sort of like, wait, I didn't bring any females. That's strange. Very strange. It's like, I think it's because I wanted to not take Claire, because I think I like took Claire last time when I played, and this time I very much wanted to take Toval for reasons that will come up, and I didn't want to use Fee because of the evasion stuff. I would take advantage of it, and I don't want to do that this time. It's sort of like how in Cold Steel 3 is that way to really destroy the combat and just constantly have constant turns for yourself. It's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to use the evasion. The monsters on the Highlands became stronger and more vicious after the war began. As if that weren't bad enough, Jaegers have unleashed military monsters on their own. The Highlands are no longer safe. Be careful on your journey to the northeast. Take care of them on my behalf, guys. I will, Dad. I need to leave on patrol soon, so all I can do is wish you luck. May the winds and the goddess watch over you and return you to us safely. I'll be praying that you are reunited with your classmates. Thank you. You're intending to leave immediately, aren't you? If I may make one suggestion, I find it best to warm your body and energize your spirit before taking on a major challenge. I think some delicious milk tea is just the thing for it. Here's how to make it. It's lovely. Thank you for your kindness. I never would have imagined that the impact of this war would be felt so far. The earth below us is filled with sadness and distortions. I imagine that is the reason monsters are becoming more fierce of late. Just hope that no more bad things happen here. Again, that's something I wanted to keep an eye on, that idea of like emotions are causing things to go a bit crazy is the best way of putting it. Because it's like, I'm starting to wonder like the spirit veins and all that type of stuff. It's like somehow in a similar way to what like the live stream is, or the far plane, or something like that from the Final Fantasy games. Just the idea of it's the memories, it's the emotions, it's the feelings of the people, and like it could be manipulated by it. Like just the idea, because I think that's a very Eastern thing, isn't it? If I remember correctly, that's where like the idea of the live stream from Final Fantasy VII comes from. It's sort of like a, I think it is called like the Gaia theory or something like that. But I think that's something else to do with the way genetics works. I'm not entirely sure. Like, someone let me know. I'm sure there's an Eastern idea or philosophy around that. So if anybody knows or knows what I'm on about, please do let me know down in the comments. Allow me to welcome each and every one of you here on behalf of all of us in the settlement. Of course, while I wish I could tell you that you're safe here, that is unfortunately no longer the case. I've been forced to forbid anyone other than Lacan or Gaius from stepping outside the settlement, in fact. If the situation grows any worse, I fear we may have to abandon the Highlands and head north into the mountains. If only we could get in contact with Zenda Gate so we could get a better idea of how much danger we're in. Now that's enough for me. You intend to go see Gwyn and your classmates, don't you? They left for the northeast part of the Highlands, which can be reached by following the mountains. That area has poor footing at the best of times, though. Do be careful. I do like that aspect, though, like what we're going to be doing in this bit. It's very much that case of like, I think this is one of the ways where like they properly use that idea of like a third party, the neutral party. It's like we're going to help out. It inadvertently helps the war in a certain way for certain people. It's like it has the knock-on effect. It feels more real here. So glad to see that you're all unharmed. We're managing fine enough ourselves, but illness and injury has been on the rise. Alright. The livestock aren't faring too well in the colder weather either. I'll have to whip up some extra medicine when I have the time. At this rate, I'm definitely going to need to prepare some extra medicine and fast. Gathering the necessary materials won't be easy if we end up leaving the Highlands. I was totally hooked on this book Gwyn recommended. Ended up finishing the whole thing before I knew it. He asked me to spread the word about it as much as possible, so here, hopefully you'd enjoy it as much as I did. The winters here in the northern region can be harsh, so I'm taking the liberty of making some warm clothes for everyone. Looks like I'm going to have to pick up the pace, though. Sounds like we might be leaving the Highlands altogether. I want them all to be ready before then. Aw. Everybody helping out. It's lovely. Oh, hey there. I was really glad to see you were all still hanging in there. Alisa's been worried sick about you since the day she joined us. She has? I can't say I'm surprised. We've been through a lot ourselves, but we're getting by. We might need to move up farther north at some point, but don't let that worry you. We're used to having to relocate to avoid trouble. The Cat and Gaius have been particularly busy, so most of the general work here has been done by me and Toma. It isn't easy, that's for sure. The danger out there makes gathering food and firewood harder than it needs to be. I'm getting too old for this. I mean, you look fine for your age, to be honest. Yes, quite. Well, I don't agree with that. That's just... Have you been speaking to the pigeons? It's just not on. No one in here? Can we rest up? Do we need to rest up? May as well. If we get CP from it, we may as well. Get a top up to 200 sort of thing if we can. We don't. Well, it was worth a look. Alright, so let's head up to the little cabin on the woods. On the lake. Hello? And Lily said she'd play with me, but then she said we're playing hide and tag and ran off. So what are we supposed to be playing? Hide and seek? Tag? Where are you, Lily? Come on, Lily. You didn't tell me what we're supposed to be playing. That would be confusing. Like, I don't... Is it a mix? What's the rules? Where have you gone? You haven't explained anything. Oh, you found me. I'm playing hide and tag with Cotton. So don't tell him I'm here, okay? Yeah, but... If only Millium were here, then we could do more fun stuff than this. I hope she comes back soon. Please tell me this way more fun stuff doesn't involve how to get them. It does, I'm afraid. She seems to have taken a real liking to skimming over the lake on top of him. Well, that does sound pretty fun, I'll give it that. Yeah, it's delightful in your own way, isn't it? Let's get a good look around here, see if there's anything going on. There. Horrible device. Chess, yes, well, that's decent at least, that's decent. Flowers. Barrel. Hopefully people know what I'm referencing with the barrel, like most people would. Those that don't, well, you only have yourselves to blame, don't you, really? Like, how dare you? Oh, hello. Are you heading out again? Yeah, we're off to meet up with Alisa, Millium, and Gwyn. Can I trust you to take care of things in our absence? Sure can. I'll even finish catching fish and reinforcing that fence before you get back, too. Sounds like things really are busy here. They are. And as much as I appreciate his help, I'm worried we're relying on him too much. Sheeta and Lily try not to let it show, but I can tell they're worried about what's happening in the Highlands too. I need to do what I can to reassure them and take care of the settlement. I'm a man of the Nord, after all. Skyrim belongs to the Nord, yes. The northern side of the Highlands is a lot more chilly than the south side. And they headed to the east of here, right? Right. We need to follow the path past the statue. That statue is massive. Couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw it. It looks huge even from here. Do you know how many arch tall it is, Gaius? I'd heard the rumors, but it's pretty nuts to see it in person. Trust me, it's even more overwhelming from close up. Anyway, it should... Where is Celine right now? It should serve as a good landmark to guide us. Even then, I know the way if you feel lost. Ready to go? Where is Celine? Is she just running alongside? I don't know. But we're doing similar cutting to what we did in the other Nord area.
Whoa! That thing is huge! How was that thing even made?
Can't blame you for being so surprised. This way leads to the northeastern part of the Highlands.
It's gonna be my first time riding this far.
From here on out, it's all new territory for me. How far does it extend, guys? This will actually take you all the way to the Calvary Republic. If we keep going straight ahead, you can see the watchtower to the south as well. Which could be problematic now that it's under the Noble Alliance's control. Gonna need to be careful that none of their patrol airships notice us. Now we just have to find Alisa and Millium. Cause of the region's orbital communications issues may be somewhere here too. But the cliffs are steep and the wind's strong, so keep steady. Gotcha. Now here, this is the area of Nordy I absolutely adore. I mean, it's just, there's so much
Winds, give us your blessing.
Winds indeed.
My turn.
So much character to it is what I was going to say. Calamity Hall.
Oh, winds, grant me your strength. Calamity!
I go where the wind takes me.
Well, I gathered that.
Yeah!
Here, it's just like, look at that. Like this feels very Highlandy. Very Highlandy.
Yeah!
Like, it's expansive, but you gotta be, it's very treacherous, it's very perilous, it's very... I don't know, there's just, there feels like a massive design behind this area. In terms of game design, anyway. Like, it feels dangerous, and you want to explore it at the same time. Which is probably worrying on my part.
What an ornate treasure chest.
Like, here's where you get that idea of, like, how big the place is. Like, where is that Calvary base, though? Because there's the watchtower. It's like there-ish? I see a line in the distance, but I don't know if, like... Well, I see the line being repeated. Looks like there's actually, like, farms off in the distance or something like that. Like almost like squares, like you imagine, like, how farms would be and stuff like that. At least how they are in Britain and probably across Europe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah!
I just like this so much more than the other areas in Nordy. It's just... It feels very appropriate. I love this land bridge sort of thing, this bit here. I love this. Because it feels scary, in a way. It's like, I would not want to go across on horseback, is the best way of putting it. Like this. Like, I'm not scared of heights, but I'd be worried, sort of thing.
Rean, over there!
Icy beast. Uncertain? How'd you actually say that?
It's huge! I've never seen anything like it.
Ugh, there was a beast just like it in the old schoolhouse. Stay back, Grandfather. Millium and I can take care of this. Yeah, this'll be a piece of cake. Lammy!
Where's the cake?
Go, go, go!
That Lammy's just like, I'm alright, done my job.
What? Is it that strong? Ugh, this beast is downright nasty compared to the others around here. We are so screwed.
Run away, now! Forget about me, just run!
Alisa! Millium!
What?
Alisa! Millium!
Did Rean just slash Alisa's legs with his sword?
Are you both alright? We're here to help!
Well, if it isn't Gaius, and you're...
That's perilously close to Millium, that end of the sword. It's like, Dude, you don't want to stab Millium.
Rean! You're totally alive!
The kissing and hugging can come later. We need to take this guy down now.
Just be careful. This is no ordinary beast. It's a cryptid. Gotcha. Ready?
It's very much like...
This one looks strong.
Yeah, careful, Rean. Swords and Millium do not
My
mix.
turn.
Right. Let's see about taking this guy out. Do we have any information? A giant cryptid, her body covered in ice, freezes all with frigid blizzards. Okay, so it looks like Alisa's probably going to be the best. No, I'm wrong on that. Like, who's going to be best in terms of the unbalance? Gaius, from the looks of it. So I'm thinking change out Mango with Gaius, so we can see about... same time it's like... We got the higher elements as well. It's like fire's good. Let's see about buffing though. This is the thing. We still need to get the buffing going quite well.
Arcus, activate.
That's fine. You're still in the range.
Yeah.
It's not going to work with here. It's like, I'd like you to stay around because you got a good sense. So like Riot Beam would be good. I'd like to see about getting your stats down, really. Like the enemies, that is. Crest, if it was AoE, would be good. It's that sort of case of like, maybe I should just swap you out for characters I do have.
I'll try at least.
Like, Scan Fortuna could be good, but it's only really you who wants to use it, so... we'll get it out anyway. Just trying to think, like, what's the best buffs in terms of the group setups? Like, Safety Force. Crest again. Because it is like... Mango is the one I'd want to swap out constantly.
Can you handle this? Leave it to me.
I want to get that balance down.
Now.
We'll wait on that until we've got some buffs going.
No problem.
No problem. Now there's Fortuna anyway. So it's like we get that on you three, because you three are the ones who are going to get it anyway.
My
Got a
turn.
freeze there, that's unfortunate. Let's actually wait on that. Give it another chrono drive here.
No problem.
No problem.
Let's move.
Because it's like very much like the motivator is what I want.
All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me.
Understood.
Getting the strength up would be very, very nice.
Right.
Alright, let's actually swap you back out.
Sorry, can you handle this?
Come on, Lammy. Get him. Now's our chance.
Not yet, not yet.
Gotcha.
Sure thing. Try this. Fire!
Shame.
No problem.
It's a shame.
Light. Rain upon us.
Good.
My turn.
Your turn. Very much going with that motivate again.
All right, let's do
Give
this.
it to me.
Now it's just about get everyone's CP back up. Nice.
No problem.
No problem.
Hang in there.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Sure thing.
We use the Zero Arts though. They're probably wise. Yeah. Like look after Alisa there, I feel.
Thanks.
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 Ash of flames, gather on my blade. Strike!
Nice.
Come on, Lammy. Gigantic Racer!
Big, strong hit. That's fine.
Right back at ya.
Nice, just what I wanted, really.
Follow me, you guys.
Because that was my next plan, was like to get that going. There we go. I want to change up my group a bit, and like get it more balanced. Like we want Alisa in the group. Her CP recovery stopped very, very nice. So
Woohoo! We win!
I'm thinking, other than Millium I might swap out for Gaius. Thinking that'll feel correct at this point. Although, no, having Elliot there. I need a proper arts user, really. Because with Turtle, we got our, like, balance control sort of thing going on. We've got our arts user with Elliot, we've got Rean, who's got basically strength attacks, and Alisa is the CP recovery, also item user in future. Just depends what she's got as her, Master Course, that was the name of it. Want to see what's going on with her. There's a plan in place, anyway.
I did it!
In my head, at least. We'll see how it works out.
Down it goes.
Yeah, that should have done it.
Oh, thank Adios. But what a monster! The one in the old schoolhouse was strong too, but this seemed even stronger.
You called it a cryptid, didn't you, Celine?
Right. Ordinarily, cryptids shouldn't exist on this plane to begin with. But there's something abnormal taking place here in Erebonia, and it's not the war. I can only assume that abnormality having an effect on the land is what caused it to appear.
Some abnormality?
You're telling us we don't just have the war on our hands, but something else entirely?
Rean!
Alisa Reinford.
It's really you, isn't it? It's really you? I can't believe I'm finally seeing you again.
Neither can I. So, have you been doing okay? I'm glad to see you were able to find Gwyn at least.
Yeah, Wait a minute! Never mind me. What about you? Where have you been ever since we parted back at Trista? And how did you end up coming here? And I can see how you would be with Celine, but how come you're with the others?
It's a long story. I'll fill you in on all the details you want later, but that'll have to do for now. Sorry for being a pain.
Oh, enough of that. I should be the one apologizing. I'm so sorry for all we put you through.
Huh? What are you sorry for?
We knew just how much it would hurt you to part with us like that. We knew our choice would bring you nothing but suffering and misery. We knew that you'd blame yourself for what happened, for not being able to find a better way. But that was the only choice we had. At the end of the day, we believed that was the best thing for all of us and for this country as a whole. Even if it meant willingly forcing all of the burden onto you. I'm so sorry, Rean.
I do like her voice acting here.
Please. You've got nothing to apologize for. You're right. You didn't have a choice. There was no other way. But here we are, together again. And it was only because I could trust in all of you that I was able to come this far. I couldn't be more grateful. If anything, I should be thanking you.
Remember, hugs don't count for head pats.
So, that's exactly what I'm going to say. Thank you, Alisa.
You big goof. This all feels like a dream. At least now I'll be able to keep that promise.
Promise?
And when we meet again, I'll tell you everything that's in my heart.
Didn't happen.
Oh.
Not now, though.
It's like, that's what, the third time that's happened in this so far? Because I think we had it with Mango, we had it with Gaius, and now Alisa, where it's just like, it reacts as if they said something else. Like, that's not what happened with my imported save.
These things are all about timing. No, forget I said that. Thank you, Rean. Thank you for coming back to us.
And from this point on, I won't be going anywhere without you.
Alright, Elliot, calm down.
Oh boy.
Always good to see young people living up their youth. I'm surprised you've got no problems with sharing a passionate embrace like that in front of your old grandpa, though. Not that I mind, of course.
It was just, I got all emotional seeing him again, and don't go reading anything into it, okay?
Sounding mighty suspicious to me.
Okay, it's Millium time!
Whoa, hold up.
It's full on glomp.
Oh, I missed you so much, Rean! Wasn't expecting you to be hanging out with bracers, though.
Well, a lot's happened.
I wasn't expecting you to be with Alisa and Gaius either, to be honest. I would have thought you returned to the intelligence division.
Oh, Rean, that's adorable. You should know me by now. I'm as much a part of Class 7 as the rest of you.
It's again.
And that's why you came for us, right? Because we're classmates?
Like, guys.
Yeah, you're right. Class 7 wouldn't be complete without you, Millium. I hope we can keep counting on you.
Yep, always and forever.
We finally found everyone who's in Nord.
And hopefully, we can find the rest of us soon, too.
I'm happy for you guys.
Allow me to offer my congratulations, too. I'm sure you must have a lot of catching up to do, but I think we should return to the lake for now.
Really? I mean, I've got a lot to do here.
I managed to get a look at how things are in the watchtower.
The watchtower?
Lacan did say that you'd gone to investigate something.
It looked like the damage from the attack earlier this year had been repaired, but are you suggesting it has something to do with the orbital communication problems in the region?
It certainly does. It's got this really annoying thingy on it, you see.
How many cups? A noble wave jammer? That's right. There's one set up at the very top of the watchtower. A pretty big one, too. I had no idea. I can't pretend to be an expert on orbital technology, but the jammer is the reason everyone's been unable to use orbital communications, right? It's a safe assumption. It's likely designed to intermittently release orbital waves on its own to disrupt communications. I think the intelligence division has something like that, actually. That doesn't surprise me one bit. This jammer must be pretty incredible to be able to affect a place as huge as the Highlands, though. Equally impressive is the fact that it's designed to allow for certain devices to operate as normal. The Noble Alliance communicate the same as always, but no one else can. Instructor Neidhart covered this in class once. He said oral communications are an essential part of modern warfare. Indeed, that's what I liked about when we were over in the Sky games, like getting communication up first was the priority. It's like, yes. Which means if the Alliance is the only one who can use them, they're at a huge advantage. The 3rd Armored Division is doing their best to even the odds however they can, but it's getting more and more difficult to hold their ground. As long as that device remains active, can't see the situation improving for them either. Been trying to see if we can find a way to turn things around, but so far no such luck. Sure, Lammy would be able to bust it up no trouble if we got close enough to it. What? Why can't Lammy stay invisible? Go all the way to it and smash it? Or is there some kind of range on the pocket dimension that we don't know about? With the way they're watching the skies, it's not like we could just fly up to it and go to town or anything. It's like, but Lammy can go invisible, so what's the range on that? That's the thing. Is I really want to know what wait. No matter the reason, the situation on the Highlands at present is perilous. We've managed to escape harm so far by fleeing here, but there's no guarantee that will always be the case. Personally, I think it's time we started prepping to leave the Highlands behind and move elsewhere. Does it really have to come to that? Very well. I'll help you to prepare. Would you be willing to wait until after that for me to come with you? But... You're sure, guys? I think that's all he can do. We should start preparing to evacuate at once then. We'll need to decide what to do about Charles too, since Afara is likely staying behind at Zenda Gate. Please hold on a moment. This war was started by the Empire, and the responsibility for dragging Nord's people into it is Erebonia's alone. Why should you have to abandon your homeland because of something you have nothing to do with? That can't be right. Well, I agree, but it pains me to leave as well, but I don't see what other choice we have. You saw the dangers we face if we stay. Jaegers hiding near our settlement, bloody battles cropping up every day. The most important thing is keeping our families safe. If we have to lose our home to do that, so be it. And you're really okay with that? Last time we were here, you told us how you loved everything about this land. I've never seen someone speak as fondly of their home as you did then. Answer me one more time. Are you really okay with just leaving that home behind? Rean, please. Yeah, he's not. We haven't exhausted our options yet. There's still a way to make it so that you can stay here and keep everyone safe. So why not give that a shot before we give up completely? You couldn't mean stopping the jammer ourselves. Like, do it without Lammy's help? I am thinking it's like there's got to be a they would, like Falcom, they would have thought of that. It's like there's going to be a range on how far Lammy can go away from Millium while invisible. And it'll be like, yeah, you can't get up to the top of the watchtower. There's just no way. Millium would have to be nearby. There's a risk she may get injured, may get hurt, may get arrested, or something like that. So it's like, yeah, I feel like there's a logical explanation for that just doesn't need to be said, really. But worth discussing anyway, you know. Exactly. The Noble Alliance is focusing all its energy into fighting the 3rd Armored Division. So if a third party like us shows up out of nowhere, don't see why we wouldn't be able to catch them off guard and disable it. It doesn't sound easy. You sure you want to do that? Don't forget, you'd be fighting the Noble Alliance head on. Naturally, we won't be cooperating directly with the Imperial Army. What the Alliance is doing is hurting more than just the military. It's stopping communications with Zenda Gate. And they're taking advantage of that by using Jaegers to control the Highlands. We can't stand back and allow the people of Nord to be threatened like that. Yeah, I agree. The people here have done so much for us. It's only fair that we help them out, right? Are we ready to give it all we've got? I'm with Rean. We should do whatever we can. At this point, any word of protest would fall on deaf ears. Thank you. All of you. Count me in. To hear you guys say that you want to protect this land as if it were your own means more than words ever could say. That's good to hear. I'd grumble about how you can't help but poke your noses in trouble every single time you find it. which you just did. But I've just accepted that's what you do at this point. To be young again. Indeed. Seeing all of you fired up reminds me just how important it is to fight to protect the things that matter most to you. Leave contacting the Lieutenant General to us, and we'll leave this matter entirely in your capable hands. May the winds and the goddess guide your path. Thank you. We won't let you down. Alright, time to get to work. We need to find a way into that watchtower, otherwise we're not going to be able to do jack squat. Yeah, can't exactly barge our way in through the front door considering who we're up against. Yep, but those soldats on guard, I doubt we'd even make it that far. I'm gonna need to find a way to get into that place without them noticing us. Are there any routes that would get us there without passing them? Wait, I know. Did you think of something? Yeah, one of the areas we investigated during our field study. Remember the area where those orbital mortars that attacked the watchtower were set up? Oh. That's right. You can't see that area from the watchtower. Doubt the Alliance is aware of what happened then either, so it wouldn't be on their radar. That's the perfect spot to sneak in, Alisa. Good call. Really? Yep, totally possible. Sounds like our best choice. We should travel there on horseback as soon as we're prepared. Oh, and maybe we should drop by and talk to the Elder before we leave. We might have something else he could use our help with. Life seems to be tough for everyone here these days. Okie dokie. They've all been really, really nice, but we should return the favor. Fair enough. We can drop by there before leaving then. I appreciate it. Alisa and Millium joined the party. Rean and Alisa can now use overdrive. And Millium. It's a map. Ah, there we go. Travelling to your destination along the southern part of the Highlands will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all finished or unaccepted quests will no longer be available. Yes, quick travel. Lovely. The quick travel menu is accessible in north, south, and northeast parts of the Highlands. Allow to instantly travel to neighbouring maps. I love that that's a thing. It's like cold steel tea. Yep, cold steel tea. Yep. Tea. Cold steel 2 very much improved the North Highlands. It so did. But anyway, we're going to end this part here, and in the next part we'll go speak to people, see if there's any quests, because there clearly obviously is, because they kind of mentioned that, and then we'll head off out of the settlement. But in between the parts I'm going to sort out gear and stuff like that. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.